welcome to Vlogmas. I'm turning my sound off on my computer so my group chat doesn't keep blowing up. Hopefully this is focused because I've had a lot of issues with my camera focusing. So we're gonna hope for the best. But this is going to be, I have my laptop here for this video, but this is going to be a 23 books for 2023 Christmas edition on like TBR. So like I haven't read any of these books, so if they're bad, I'm so sorry, but these are going to be on my Christmas TBR, and I'm gonna see how many books of these I can read and then I'll update y'all. But these are going to be recommendations for y'all and for me to try and get into the holiday spirit, because I feel like, especially living in Texas that we don't get snow, that it can not feel like Christmas sometimes. But I have them pulled up so that I can give y'all a little synopsis. I have mystery and romance because those are the two genres I pretty much enjoy reading. Sometimes we'll do a fantasy if it's like ACOTAR or Blood and Ash. I haven't read Fourth Ring yet, so yeah. But like that I'll do a fantasy, but I'm not like a super like big fantasy person. Unless you count like Divergent, like fantasy. Like those like, what is that called? Dystopian type books. I don't know. Anyway, no one asked. But starting off with the first one out of 23, we have Baggage Claim by Juliana Smith. Future Jaclyn will put all the photos of the books here, and then I will make an Amazon list on my Amazon storefront so it's easier to buy them off that way. So this one, it says, Olive Moore has been avoiding her hometown for 3 years now, but a phone call with her mom has her agreeing to spend the holidays back home with her family. She lets it slip she will be bringing a boyfriend with her. There's a problem, she has no boyfriend. Cliche, but we know. And so basically it's a pretend situation. What is that called? Fake dating? Fake dating to real dating. But yeah, basically she's like holding something back from him, and the like ending line is the relationship may have started taking off smoothly, but with all this turbulence, will they ever make it to baggage claim? T. Sometimes fake dating is cute and sometimes fake dating really is an ick for me. It just depends on how it's written. And then this one is Love Light Farms by B.K. Borson, and it is another fake dating, but this one it's two best friends and they have to save like the Christmas tree farm that she's loved since she was a kid. But yeah. So that one could be interesting because there's more to it than just their fake dating. She wants to like save the farm. The next one is The Mistletoe Motive by Chloe Leese. This one is apparently a slow burn enemies to lovers holiday romance. I'm pretty sure, who wrote The Hating Game? Sally. I don't know. Anyway. So basically he's the grump, she's like the little sunshine, grumpy sunshine situation, and I'm pretty sure this one is a bookstore that like might be closing and they're like trying to keep it around. I don't want to like read these directly from the site because y'all know how to read, so but basically her ex won't stop pursuing her, and she meets the new tender side of her enemy. Wow, it sounds like the hating game. Anyway, the next one is In a Holidays by Christina Lauren, who Christina Lauren wrote The Unhoneymooners, which I actually enjoyed that book, surprisingly, because that's more like cliche romance to me, at least. So this one is about a girl who lives with her parents, and she's just like really lost in her life, apparently. The next one we got is Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. I know that this was like very popular last year. I just never got a chance to read it. Basically, I'm pretty sure it's about a girl who's like shopping down the street and like some guy runs into her. But I'm not really sure exactly what it's about. I do normally like Tessa Bailey. The next one is Home Sweet Christmas. This is screaming cliche Christmas book. Basically, she's got a man she can't resist, and she has sisters, and they're just looking for love. I don't know. It just seems like a normal, cutesy little Christmas one. Again, I said these aren't in any order, so they are kind of just mixed in. Then we got The Christmas Murder Game. Can I speak English? The Christmas Murder Game. And this one is about, basically, they have a game at Christmas that the line in the description says, "This year's prize is to die for." Deeds to the house itself. But Lily has no intention of returning. Oh, her mom died 21 years ago, and she has no intentions of claiming the house that haunts her dreams. Until that is, she receives a letter from her aunt promising that the game's riddles will give her the keys not only to the end game, but to the darkest secrets, including the identity of her mother's murder. Now Lily must compete with her estranged cousins for the 12 days of Christmas. The snow is thick, the phone lines are down, and no one is getting in or out. Lily will have to keep her wits about her because not everyone is playing fair. There's no telling how many will die before the winner is declared. Woo! Sounds good. You'll love to see it. Then we have How the Grump Saved Christmas by Claire Kingsley. This one is, I'm assuming, Grumpy Sunshine again. It says, hardworking Isabel has a serious problem. Her family farm is in trouble, big trouble. Worst of all, the man trying to buy it is no other than the grumpiest, grinchiest man of them all, Eli Stoneheart. Elias? E-L-I-A-S, Elias? Yeah. That's a big no. She's not getting him involved, not with his heart made of coal. Dang, why is everybody losing their Christmas farm? Anyway, then we have 'Tis the Season for Revenge by Morgan Elizabeth. I'm just gonna start reading these to you because I don't know. I haven't read these books, so I can't give you anything. Abby Keller thought that Richard Bartholomew, why is everyone in a book's middle name that? Benson III would be her forever. In the 4 years of dating, she's never doubted that she wouldn't end up with his grandmother's engagement ring on her finger. Sure, she had to change a few things about herself to fit that mold, like dyeing her hair, dressing more conservatively, and finding golf enjoyable. Honestly, the most difficult of the changes. But she was sure that at the end of it all, it would be worth it. Until he leaves her outside crying, wearing a Halloween costume, having broken it off with her because she's not serious enough. She was just for fun, he tells her. Not the just for fun. That strikes a chord. Abby starts dating the founding partner of Richard's law firm. Ooh, she wants to be... So does he like work at this law firm? I don't know. Anyway, we have 25 Reasons to Hate Christmas and Cowboys. I love cowboy romances. I don't know what it is about them. I just love them. Anyway, ooh, Isabel hates Christmas. She's got a Christmas disaster for each of her 25 years. When her boss sends her from the sun-kissed beaches of Australia to snowy small town Wyoming, it's just another thing to add to her do not like list. Snow sucks, Christmas sucks, and cowboys suck most of all, except for maybe one. We love cowboys. Cowboy baby. I've snowed in with the player by Rebecca Genshock. It was supposed to be a weekend of holiday cheer, just me and my twin sister watching Christmas movies and baking cookies. My brother was absolutely not supposed to show up with half the football team. Ooh, drama. Including Teddy, my brother's best friend and my secret crush. Ooh, a brother's best friend. Okay. I'm the shy sister. The one with her nose stuck in a book and quoting every word of Elf, not the one getting attention from guys like Teddy. He's cool and smart and so handsome I could die. Ugh, that's disgusting. We need to get that one out. The only thing that can make things worse is if I got snowed in with him. Alone. It's definitely gonna be cheesy as heck, but I will eat that up. Because it's forced proximity, man. I love when a book and they hate each other and they get to the hotel room and there's one bed. And he's like, I'm gonna sleep on the floor. And I'm like, you do that, babe. You do that, because we all know what's gonna happen. We all know. You're not fooling anyone. Then we have Christmas on the 13th floor. My boss, Mr. Chen, sucks. He's the biggest Grinch that ever plagued the earth, and not even his pretty face or his black card will make up for his crap personality, not the black card. I can write a book about all the ways I hate him and his alluring dominance that somehow attracts everyone, including me. Yeah, okay, babe. But instead, I'll settle for being a pain and continuing to defy him in any way possible while still keeping my job. I don't know why I have to read it like this. The only problem is that he likes to ruffle my feathers as much as I do his. So he's forcing me to attend the annual Christmas party. It was on the tip of my tongue to deny his demands, but instead I found myself enjoying his order. I also like the way his eyes locked on me, following my every move. Girl, if you don't. This is a series, apparently. Maybe not. Maybe I lied. That could have been a lie. This one, the cover, really is a yikes. And this is why I'll forever be thankful I read on my Kindle, because some of these romance covers be out of pocket. Anyway, this one is The Christmas Toy by Krista Wolf. When I first heard that, I said, that's disgusting. They're gonna say something about wrapping them up as a bow, blah, blah, blah. Disgusting. But it said a reverse harem. And we all know I am a girl for reverse harems. I was gonna use a different word, but I feel like I shouldn't say that. Anyway, like Madison Kate series was reverse harem. Pucking Around is a reverse harem. What else is a reverse harem? Basically, a reverse harem, if you don't know, is that there are multiple guys and she doesn't choose. So, yeah. Anyway, this one says, they're the three hottest guys in the office. Gorgeous, hard-body loners who always spend the holidays together, traveling to exotic places for excitement and fun. Only this year, they invited me. Okay. When I took the place of Desmond's ex-girlfriend on the guy's annual trip, I didn't expect much more than a fun time, but then I found Emma's journal and read all about the Mullen adventures she experienced with all three of them. Now I want the same thing she got for Christmas. Wait. Is Emma the ex-girlfriend? Because that's awkward. From skiing to Stow to the hot tub behind the cabin, things get so heated I can barely take it. And when a blindfold kissing contest has me practically melting away in their arms, well, I have the guts to ask for what I want. Snowed into a cozy cabin for Christmas with 3 times the love, 3 times the attention, 3 alphas, and an unspeakably hot diary. Why can't I read? All detailing all the incredible butterfly-inducing things they've done before. Do I tell the boys I've read Emma's journal, that I want to be the one taken by them, that my deepest, darkest read, bah! that my deepest, darkest desire is to give myself over to them, mind, body, and soul. What are you, a yoga teacher? This sounds a little yikes. Will I be reading? Probably, yeah. Then we have Wreck the Halls, which is also by Tessa Bailey. And this one, ooh, this one's a rock and roll novel. Basically, her mom, someone approaches her because her mom was a music royalty and they want them to get back together for something for live TV. And she's like, ooh, will I see him again? So apparently, the lead singer's son, she has a crush on or something. Something's gonna happen between them. Queen. Then we got Trick Shot, a spicy Christmas novella. I'm hoping that this is about hockey because every Trick Shot is about a hockey player. Okay, this is the description. When Leo unexpectedly bumps into the captivating Riley at the airport, he's both amused and intrigued by her assumption that he's his renowned brother. Embracing his mischievous side, Leo decides to play along, relishing in their filthy banter and clever exchanges. But as fate would have it, their flight gets canceled, and Leo seizes the opportunity to spend more time with Riley. With the devilish glint in his eyes, he invites her to spend the night at his penthouse. Ooh, okay, penthouse. With an intriguing woman, his best friend Jace, and a whole night of possibilities ahead of them, Leo has all the ingredients of what promises to be a memorable Christmas Eve. Oh, it's an MMF. Male, male, female. So we kind of have a reverse harem. I feel like reverse harems, you have to have 3 people. I feel like that's the rules. Interesting. Also, this cover is also a yikes. We love a hockey romance, though. It says at the top, Leo Knight, an identical twin to a famous hockey player, finds himself caught up in a case of mistaken identity. Wait, so did she never even get to meet his brother? That's kind of garbage. Anyway. Then we have Melt for Us by Molly Dowell. I don't know how to say her last name. Anyway, she wrote Scream for Us, which is a Halloween novella. I haven't read that one. It is on my to be read. So, ooh, this one has a disclaimer. It says, after going to a cabin in the woods, Quinn finds herself stuck in the midst of a blizzard with her 3 masked men. We love masked men, okay? We love masked men. They are incredible. Anyway, as they spend the holidays with each other, Quinn is left captivated. Like, actually captive? Whatever. Christmas and New Year's Eve will never be the same. 'Tis a season for giving and receiving. Holy, not so silent night. That's kind of queen energy. At the bottom it says reader discretion is advised for sensitive readers. So it's the Bloodshed and Melt for Us is Order of the Unseen. And it says Bloodshed is, we like to believe monsters don't exist even in the moonlight streets of the place like Salem, Massachusetts. But they're very real and very human. There is danger lurking around every corner. People are vanishing off the street in thin air, never to be seen again. The masked men have their own secrets, but isn't until the night that they all come together when true horror is born. This is giving me Devil's Night vibes. College student Quinn did not expect her Halloween night to take a dangerous turn. Her masked men swoop in and make her a proposition. She can only promise one night. By sunrise it's over, but would it be? Or will things that go bump in the night claim her entirely? Okay, so what order are you supposed to read these in? I think you're supposed to read it after you've read Bloodshed. Listen, okay, this is how it goes. Scream for Us is the book before. Then it's Bloodshed, which is book 1. And then 1.5 is Melt for Us. T. Anyway, so that might not actually be getting read. I might read it at some point just to see if it's really that bad. See, some people are dramatic. Some people are real dramatic. Then we have Silent Night, which is book 2, which book 1 is The Silent House, I believe. Could be wrong. Anyway, so this one says, what happened while they were sleeping? A school for the deaf takes an overnight trip to the snowy woods. 5 teenagers go to sleep, but only 4 wake up. Leon is missing, and the teacher's body is found in the forest. The sign language interpreter, Paige, is brought to help in with interrogations. Everyone at school has a motive for murder, but they all have an alibi. As Paige becomes increasingly involved, she suspects that something sinister is going on. With the clock ticking to find Leon, only one thing can be certain. The killer is among them and ready to strike again. Ooh, it says this is a perfect gripping mystery for the fans of Silent Patient, The Christmas Killer, and The Shallot. I loved The Silent Patient. I thought it was so good. So this is like also apparently a book that you have to read after you read the series. It's called The Christmas Bangers. So it says 4 one-shot stories to warm up on any Christmas night. So it's part of the Dangerous Sinners book. So it's Bound Together, Room 22, Hide and Seek, Thicker Than Blood, The Mask, and then Christmas Bangers. So I gotta read all those before I can get to that one. Because everybody's saying in the review, someone said, this was my first book of hers and I can't wait to read the characters in this book and her others. If you are curious about her books, this is a good place to start. Even though it looks like a Christmas book, I only found a couple scenes that this was the case. And then it said, if you love the Dangerous series, you should definitely read this little novella about each of the couples around Christmas. Cute. Okay. Anyway. And then A Christmas Appeal, which is a novella. And this one says, the Christmas season has arrived in Lower Lockwood. Oh, this one's by Janice Hallett. The Christmas season has arrived in Lower Lockwood, and the Fairway players are busy rehearsing their festive holiday production of Jack and the Beanstalk to raise money for a new church roof. I'm back. My battery died. So this one I'm confused because, so this one is Murder on Christmas Eve, which is the second part of Murderous Christmas Stories. The one before is Murder on Christmas, I think. But basically it's 5 short stories, I think. So it says, Christmas Eve, while the world sleeps, snow falls gently from the sky. It presents a wait under the tree and a murder is afoot. In the collection of 10 classic murder mysteries, can I read? From the best crime writers in history, death and mayhem have taken festive forms. From the inventive to the unexpected. From a Santa Claus with a grudge to a cat who knows who killed its owner on Christmas Eve. Those are stories to enjoy and be mystified by in front of a roasting fire with a piece of pie in hand. So I think it's just a bunch of different stories. One of the reviews said, I recommend this for fans of Christmas mysteries. It's 10 stories in a neat little paperback that doesn't take much time to get through. Not everyone is a murder, but I feel those were still on brand and fit for the most part. I have the other 2 books in this trio and we'll be reading them. Good to know. Okay, the next book is So This Is Christmas, which is Christmas, Oklahoma hasn't changed much since Finley Brown left for boarding school, except that her best friend is dating her ex-boyfriend. Her parents have separated and her arch nemesis got a job working at her grandmother's inn. Finley certainly didn't expect to find the boy she may or may not have tricked into believing that Christmas was an idyllic holiday paradise on her grandmother's doorstep. Now it's up to Finley, jeez, to make sure he gets the Christmas he was promised. Along the way, she may find the best Christmas present of all, love. You love that? Okay, I need to make sure. And last but not least of this Christmas recommendations of books I've never read, it's The 12 Deaths of Christmas. Is about, it says the holiday season has everyone bustling about in anticipation, and Maud herself is planning a glorious Christmas dinner, but neither the landlady nor her lodgers realize that a killer walks among them. The police have so far been unable to track the culprit, and the murder strikes close to home. It threatens to chill the festive mood. A fast-moving one-seated treat. Anyway, so those are my 23 recommendations for Christmas books. Not a single one I have read, so we're hoping for the best, but that is also on my TBR. Y'all will see what books I end up reading in the sense of like which ones I get to. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe. New content is out every Monday and Wednesday. With that being said, bye y'all.